Whatever happened to investigative journalism? I mean, now everybody's a journalist, especially people with hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and Twitter. That doesn't make you a journalist. You know, somehow Nick Strength and Power, who's a YouTuber, put a story out that he'd been sitting on allegedly for 2 weeks, that he saw a contract allegedly that Kai Greene signed leaving the IFBB and going to Super League, and that Kai Greene was not doing any more Mr. Olympias or anything related to the IFBB. And he put this out there. And a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers that, half the time don't know if they're on foot or horseback, they took this and ran with it. But you know who else took it and ran with it? Dave Palumbo of RxMuscle.com. A credible website, a credible reporter, a credible, purveyor of news. And even justified, the report because the guy has so many YouTube subscribers, and said, well, he must have access to, stuff or whatever, contracts. And then went off on a tangent talking about how Kai was only doing himself a disservice by leaving the IFBB and not doing the Mr. Olympia. Dan Solomon, on the other hand, also a credible news source, didn't just take Nick's Strength and Power report as verbatim as fact because he had X number of subscribers, but Dan, who very much like Dave Palumbo, knows Kai Greene, knows Kai Greene's business partner, knows Aaron Singerman, who's the owner of pretty much the bigger entity, and he called the camp and he asked them, and he came to the conclusion that Kai Greene leaving the IFBB for Super League was fake news. What is actually happening, according to Dan, through his investigative journalism, is that Kai Greene is in fact not doing the 2017 Mr. Olympia, is in fact going to be appearing at a Super League event, but is still very much a part of the International Federation of Bodybuilders and may in fact do a Mr. Olympia in the future, thereby debunking Nick Strength and Power's entire report and making Dave Palumbo look like a rank amateur.